Let's kick off the hour on the ground in Tennessee. Check in with Fox News multimedia reporter Sarah Alegre. She's in Nashville as the sun is up. Sarah, I really hope we can see two things: the sun all day and temperatures get above freezing. So some of that ice that's there, I mean, with a low of about 10 degrees this morning, we know it's still there. It needs to melt.
Stephen, Marissa, absolutely. I know many people hoping for that. It helped just a little bit yesterday. We want to be on that continuation streak because at this point, guys, we'll take whatever we can get. And Marissa, you're mentioning still the possibility of downed trees and so forth. I mean, when the wind comes in, we start to hear that cracking here around this area. And as you can see, we're surrounded by downed trees, still uprooted trees as well. And this is the cause for concern here. This home, yeah, no damage or structural damage there, but the front yard, yeah, there's a lot going on here. Down trees, and even associated with that, some down power lines in this area too. And as we've continued to report, that's part of the cause for concern and the major, really. When you see those down trees or the ice accretion on that, it weighs down on the power lines as well, and this is what you get, it all acting essentially as this liability. This neighborhood, pretty desolate. We have some folks who have decided to stay, who have that generator, but it's hard to get in and out. I mean, this is the roadway here, blocked by an uprooted tree. You're not going to get anywhere. And another reason this is a cause for concern is because you have utility workers, line workers trying to get through and restore power, but a lot of this uprooted vegetation is in the way. Want to share with you some of the recent numbers we got from the NAS. They just gave an update a little bit earlier. That's the Nashville Electric Services. This is the utility company responsible for getting that power back on. Good news, they said 100,000 people. The lights are now back on, or customers rather, in their homes, but still about 130,000 folks without power. They've deployed well over 700 people to help get those lights back on, but just really urging for patience during this time. And one of the interesting outcomes we've seen at this, warming centers along with hotels, they are jam-packed with people. I kind of want to show you what happened at my hotel just yesterday, talking to the valet outside. There was a line of cars, people just trying to get through. They waited the storm out for a day. They tried to brave the cold weather. By day two, they couldn't withstand. Take a listen.
From, I'll say, maybe 11 to maybe 1, 2 at the latest. We went from 15 check-ins to about 160. As far as workers, just to get as many people as we can inside. Once we get them inside and get their cars kind of moved out, it leaves a little bit of the stress for them to kind of get their families in and their dogs in. We've just seen a lot of people stressed out just to even get inside and get warm. We can't even write tickets because our hands are freezing. A lot of stuff's going on, but nonetheless, we're doing everything we can to make sure everybody's warm.
Yeah, the community definitely coming together during this time. Also want to provide an update from the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency. Yesterday, they reported 5 confirmed fatalities in the state of Tennessee associated to the winter weather, 2 of those occurring right here in Davidson County. Marissa, Stephen, back to you.
It is just, I think, I've been looking at a lot of social media, Sarah, and a lot of people from Nashville, born and raised, saying, I've never seen anything like this. Yeah. And I know a lot of charities are doing what they can to help people, because unless you have a generator, you have been spending these nights in the cold and hopefully finding ways to get warm. But it's just so wild to see Tennessee still going through that.
And Sarah, you had said even when the wind blows, tree limbs you're still hearing are coming down, that crack.
Oh, absolutely. And we're trying to be very cautious of that. And we've panned around. You can see all these standing trees, those limbs still subject to fall. And so we're trying to be careful in this area. But as we've said, we're not out of the woods yet. And Marissa, to your point, too, we're standing here in the volunteer state, very unprecedented for this community. But it's been, interesting to see just how people are coming together, whether it be TDOT, Tennessee Highway Patrol, and then charities just coming together to help these people in need, because this is quite the unprecedented event here in the city of Nashville.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of layers of concern when you have the immediacy of the storm right in the ice, and now it's the cold and the lingering ice. So appreciate that update. It is fascinating to hear and scary, unsettling that it's still cracking. So appreciate that, Sarah. Fox News multimedia reporter Sarah Alegre in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you.
We were showing some of the graphics as Sarah was talking, and to elaborate on those just a bit more, it's the volunteer state that has the highest number of outages this morning. Mississippi is a close second. At the peak, though, there were more than 1 million customers. In Tennessee, we had close to 300,000 without power. So that number has dropped. There has been an improvement. But if you live in Hardin or Hickman counties, Johnson as well, but the population for Johnson is very low. I believe it's in extreme northeastern Tennessee. And Matthew, am I right? Is it population 1? It's something with Johnson County. The data is just a little different than the others. But with all that in mind, we have more than half of the counties, half of the customer base in Hardin and Hickman counties without power. Davidston is still on the map too. So these numbers are still very high for what's going to be the second full day of no power. Obviously, the power went out on Sunday, so we'll be going soon to 3 days. Totals ranging anywhere from, on the low end, according to these reports, 0.4 of an inch. And I will say 0.4 of an inch is a destructive ice storm. You get to 0.5, it's crippling.
Yeah.
And it can paralyze for several days a community because the power's out and you have to wait for all that ice to melt before you even feel comfortable. Yeah, even walking under trees.
Yeah, I was thinking too, you did asked Brandy Campbell about it, who's in Oxford, Mississippi, dealing with the same issue.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the coverage too. So you have how thick that ice was and is on some of the branches and power lines still, but also just the coverage of it. So it's been overwhelming for a lot of these crews, perhaps getting some assistance outside of the state or different parts of their states to help make sure they can make the repairs, because it was not just to some of these power lines, right, that get the, we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
It's some of the
the transmission lines.
Transmission lines, which deliver even more.
Yeah. The
power.
guest we had on, he mentioned how it's almost as if you were looking at Interstate 95, and it was if you're traveling from Boston to New York, it's as if I-95 got cut off and a transmission line like that, and it was one of those lines in Mississippi that we saw get in some way suffered catastrophic failure. So we wait for that to come online. But that would lead to days without power, and that's a distribution line. So that's in a way to get it to the city, to where the city then provider can distribute it to the households.
Right.
Yeah.
And imagining, the crews that are working through the continued cold. So out of the ice, let's talk about the